welcome to my Real Man segment. We are in week 11 of the NFL already. And last week, a couple of my picks for everyone got banged up. Jake Locker went down. Mike James went down. I had him. That was a little disappointing. But if you listen to me on Arizona's defense, you got points from them. So I gave you a good pick on that one. So my first pick for this week is wide receiver Andre Johnson. Keenum is showing that he likes to throw the ball down the field, and he's making Andre Johnson look like the young Andre Johnson that we have not seen in a while. In fact, in the past 2 weeks, Andre Johnson has 5 touchdowns. Yep, 5 touchdowns. I will absolutely take that. He shredded the Colts for 229 yards. Now, the Texans have a tasty matchup this week. They are playing the Raiders at home, and the Raiders are giving up an average of 246 passing yards per game, and they've given up 18 touchdowns through the air. So what do you think is going to happen in this game? Keenum's going to tell Johnson to go long. I'm going to put the ball up. You go get it, and he's going to get a couple touchdowns, I think, this week. And the Texans are going to throw the ball a lot because Oakland is better at stopping the run. They're actually 7th versus the run in the league. And Ben Tate is still playing with cracked ribs. I don't think their running game is going to get them a lot this week, so it's going to be up to Keenum. They need a win at home. He's going to put it up, and Johnson's going to go and get it. So that's my first real man. Now, my second real man is quarterback Mike Glennon of Tampa Bay. Hang in with me on this one. He's a pick for deeper leagues, a little bit more than your standard 8-person or 10-person league. But if you're in a deep league, he has a good matchup. Again, it's about the matchups. He's playing Atlanta this week at home. Now, the last time he played Atlanta, he had 256 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. So I will take that for a quarterback. I think he can get you at least 20 points against Atlanta. They're playing at home, and they're coming off of their first win. So Tampa Bay's all excited. I know that they were excited that this Miami drama happened because now their coach isn't in the news and they're not in the news. Miami is instead. I think that's part of what got them the win is they were able to focus. So they're playing at home in a divisional matchup. And the Bucs are down to their 3rd and 4th string running backs. So I think it's going to be up to Glennon. He's going to have to do some stuff through the air to get them this win. And Atlanta ranks 25th in passing defense. They only have 6 interceptions on the season. Glennon hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions. I know he had 1 last week, but he's been pretty good at protecting the ball. So you can get him in your lineup. I think, again, this is a great matchup. Atlanta has pretty much just given up on their season. Did you see them play the Seahawks last week? It was absolutely horrific. So I think this is a game that Tampa Bay might be able to win 2 in a row, and it's a divisional matchup, but he is a good quarterback in deep leagues if you need one. And my third real man this week is wide receiver Leonard Hankerson of the Redskins. I know he's a name you don't hear a lot. Again, this is a little bit more for deeper leagues or if you need to replace an injured player. But they're playing the Eagles this week. They're playing in Philadelphia. And the Eagles give up a lot of yards through the air. They're ranked 31st against the pass, and they're actually giving up an average of 48 fantasy points to wide receivers per week. So I think the Eagles are going to be concentrating on defending Garcon, stopping Alfred Morris, and the run game. And they're actually pretty good against tight ends, which might take Reed out of it a little bit. So I like Hankerson a lot because I think that he's going to get some very good one-on-one coverage when they're doubling up Pierre Garcon. I think he's going to be able to get open, even though he's playing with a little bit of a hammy. I still think he's going to get some fantasy points. He went 5 of 6 in week 9 and 5 of 5 in week 10. So right there, he's showing that when he's getting the ball coming his way, he's getting the opportunity, he's catching it, which is always a great thing. He doesn't have the dropsies like we like to say. And the Eagles are 4th in offense. They are getting 25 points per game. Neither defense is playing good. The Redskins defense is pretty bad. The Eagles defense is pretty bad. So this game might end up being a shootout. Foles is showing that he's doing stuff on his side of the ball offensively. So I think that HANKERSON can definitely get some points. He might even get in the end zone. Get him in your lineup if you need him. I think it's going to be a fun divisional matchup. So those are my 3 real men this week. And Greg has beast mode picks that are, again, going to help you all out if you are having any bye week issues. There's 2 teams on a bye. And just if you need some replacements, everyone's injured, so it's tough. We're getting down the stretch. Let's kick it to Greg.